the UK barbecue scene, certainly on social media, seems to be going a little bit crazy for these ALDI barbecue beef ribs. I'm guessing there's pretty much only one reason for that, and that's the price. The price is £7.99 a kilo. So these come in at 0.7 of a kilo each. There's two little racks here, say racks, two ribs, two individual ribs, I'm guessing they are, in each pack, and they are 0.7 kilo. I haven't got high hopes, naturally. I'm expecting them to be a little bit dry, perhaps, although the marbling looks pretty good. We'll show you that when we open them, but there's only one way to find out. Let's get them cooked. Regarding the origin of these ribs, it's easy to assume they've come from Botswana or something like that. It actually says origin UK, so slaughtered in GG 4471, cut in GB 4471. That means nothing to me. It's red tractor assured. Who knows? That I don't understand all that shit, but I'm gonna treat these like any other beef rib. I'm gonna put a salt and pepper rub on them, stick it on the smoker, give them about 2 hours and check in on them. Normally I'd give a big rack about 3 hours before I even open the lid. And I've recently moved house, I mentioned that, but I can't find my butcher paper. It's gone missing. During that 2 hour cook, I'm gonna have a route round my big old garage and see if I can find my butcher paper, because I'd ideally like to wrap these, because I just think they might need a wrap. We'll see how we get on. The marbling in that one isn't as impressive as I could see through the wrapper. There's no fat on the top there really, apart from this little bit of fat here. That's not hard fat, so I'm going to leave that there. I'd imagine they don't really need trimming. There's a bit on the bottom there. You can trim that off, you could leave it on. Realistically, that's not going to affect the cook, because we're not eating the bottom anyway. Bit of hard fat on the top. Get rid of that straggly bit, that's only going to burn up, isn't it? No, they're alright. I was just going to say maybe the marbling was an optical illusion, but that one has really good marbling. You know, I've done a number of ex-dirty beef pieces recently where the marbling is just insane, and that's got really, really good intermuscular fat. But that's the only piece. The others are just a bit average, you know, as expected really. Just check this one. Oh yeah, there's a big flap hanging off that side. We're going to give it a dusting of this Killer Hogs Texas barbecue rub. It's essentially just black pepper and salt. But first we'll use a little bit of mustard. I mentioned a number of times, this doesn't really change the profile of the taste, so I wouldn't go adding mustard to make these taste better. It just seems to be a foolproof way of getting the rub to stick. I don't often do single ribs. I think I've only ever done single ribs once. I never videoed it, that was a long time ago. I nearly always do Jacob's Ladder. Should be interesting to see how these turn out. Give these a nice liberal coating. We want these to have a nice dark crispy bark on them. Plenty of that black pepper and salt. I don't see the point in seasoning the bottom because you don't eat it, but it's going on anyway. I'll get these other three done and bring you back. Going to use the Weber briquettes today. They're a strong performer when it comes to low and slow. I've used them for years, and as I said, I probably wouldn't use any other briquette ever because these have done such a good job. So I'm going to put a load in the bottom, light a few in a charcoal starter, pour them over the top. It's called the minion method. Everybody knows it. It's really simple. It works really well. This is my first time using the Love Logs smoking wood. Nice sized chunks. We're going for oak. I've made a little well in the centre of the charcoal briquettes. So I'm going to put a piece of oak at the bottom there. Pour my, how many briquettes have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 11 briquettes. Pour them in the middle. Make sure they're white, not black. I'll put another chunk in there. In with the deflector plate. Then got our drip pan. Back on with the grill. We'll get rid of some of that charcoal. I'm going to use my expansion rack for the first time today. So we'll put that about there. Good news, found me butcher paper. They actually look really good. So if we plonk them up here, as I mentioned when I was talking about this barbecue in a video, I've bought this expanding rack just to get it a little bit further away from the heat. I've just realised my drip sight isn't in sync. Done. As I was saying, this expansion rack enables me to get it slightly further away from the heat, but potentially capture more smoke in the dome. So we'll see how that goes, but we're gonna give that about 2 hours. I'm not gonna bother with the meter today. Give it about 2 hours, check on the bark, check on the tenderness, take it from there. Oh yeah, they're looking good. We've gone exactly 2 hours with these now. Been between 130, 140 Celsius. The bark is set really nicely. Still feeling nice and tender. Still looking juicy. Still dropping some juice. This one's pulled away from the bone really well. This one hasn't so much. Neither is this one or this one. I think I'm going to give them another 15-20 minutes and then wrap them with a bit of beef dripping. We're another 15 minutes in. I'm just going to put a little bit of this beef dripping on the paper first. I'm going to put the meat side down, realising I haven't really left myself too much paper to work with. So we'll get that back on the barbecue for I don't know, about 2 hours, and I'm going to check it then. See you soon, kids. It's now been 2 hours. Bit of a wardrobe change because I've been digging, been doing proper man stuff. Oh, mama. You just can't beat beef ribs. Let's flip these. Oh my God. Oh, the bones literally just come out. Internal temperature is not really too important, but that's coming up to 90 degrees. But that is a bit tough on the end. That's really nice and soft. So's that. And that, and that. Just that end bit, is that just because it... I'm going to give these another 20 minutes wrapped and then see how we get on after that. I'm going to put them in my Yeti cool box. I've got a big igloo one that I use for stuff like this. Not really happy about putting them in my precious Yeti, but my big igloo one is buried under all kinds of stuff in the garage, so the Yeti's gonna have to step up. Oh, that's just... Oh. Leave them in about an hour, hour and a half maybe, and we'll enjoy some beef ribs. Yes, I did put a carrier bag in the bottom of my Yeti just to make it a little bit easier to clean. Oh mate, beef ribs just smell amazing. Jack, stop chasing the flies. Oh, which one do I go for? It's pillowy soft. There's only one way to find out how good these have turned out. Is to delicately cut them with a knife. Get in. Big old bit of fat in the middle of this one. But, oh my God. I wanted to tell you that they're no good. I wanted to tell you have to go to your local butcher to get decent beef ribs. I'm afraid I was wrong. I'm not trying to kid anyone here. These are not as good as beef ribs from a good butcher, especially one with specific barbecue cuts, but for the price and the accessibility, there's nothing wrong with them. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're going to give them a go, follow a similar method and you shouldn't go far wrong. See you in the next video.